Hey guys, it's me again, your Texas trucker. I'm in Weedsport, New York at our Weedsport Terminal, and this is my second attempt to make a video. The first one got interrupted, so I was unable to complete it. So there's not much to see, I'm going to tell you that right now. So let's take a look though. This is what we've got. Right now it's completely empty except for them 3 trailers. Those 3 trailers are sitting on what we call the deadhead line. The deadhead line is the line for trailers that are out of service and need to be repaired. That's what Weedsport specializes in. They repair trailers, and they're pretty good at it. And these mechanics here, I would argue and say that they're some of the best mechanics that we have in the company. Now, some people may not agree, but you know, if you've got a problem with your vehicle, you know, even though these guys are trailer mechanics, if you have a problem with your vehicle and you bring it up here, they'll pull a trailer they're working on completely out of their bay to get your truck in and get you rolling again, so that you can make money. One time I came here, I had a damaged trailer that I had to put on the deadhead line. I mean the dead line over there, and I needed a trailer to get me up to Niagara Falls, and it had to be a 2005 manufactured trailer or later, and they didn't have anything. Everything they had needed to be repaired. And so I went in and I talked to one of the mechanics, and I asked him, you know, is there anything here that I can get, you know, that y'all could get fixed real quick and get out the door? And the mechanic was working on something else, and you know, he said, well, you know, we've got this 2012 trailer sitting in here, and it's almost done. It just needs a little bit of work. He said, you know, I'll drop what I'm doing and I'll get on it and we'll get it out of here. You know, he's like, you know, what time do you need it? So I told him, and he had it out about 15 minutes before I needed to leave, you know, and so I was able to leave, get where I was going on time. And I was really impressed with the fact that mechanic dropped what he was doing and got that trailer out just to help me. You know, he didn't have to do that, and you know, it was a big help for me, and I was pretty impressed with it. So this is where you see that one Millis truck up there. There's that's where all the bobtails park, for the most part. When I got here last night, one of our owner operators was parked right here next to me. He drives a purple T2000. He's an older guy, and he's been with Millis, you know, since before they had trucks. You know, he'll probably be with Millis, you know, long after I'm gone. He's one of them guys that's just been around forever, and you know, is gonna be around forever, you know. So anyway, he was parked right here, and he left this morning. And then there was another truck parked right over here when I woke up this morning, and he's gone. He's already left, and here I am. I'm just still sitting here. And the reason that I'm still sitting here is because I have a load to pick up in Rochester, however the hell that's pronounced, Rochester, New York. I'm going to pick up a load there and take it to Ackworth, Georgia. However, we'll look a little bit more at this terminal here in a bit. However, the load that I am having to pick up picks up at 1:30, and it has one of those strict appointment times, 1:30 to 1:30. Which typically means, you know, if you get one of them appointment times that say like mine, 1:30 to 1:30, that means that you have to be there at 1:30. Usually it means they're not going to get you in there early, and they won't take you late. So you get there about 1 o'clock, 12:30, you know, at the outside. If you get there at 12:30, you might get in at 1 if you're lucky. You know, more than likely you'll probably still have to wait till 1:30 to get in. Every now and again, one of those companies is a little different, you know, and they'll give you one of those strict appointment times that really doesn't mean much, and you can show up at 10 o'clock in the morning and get loaded, you know, if they have a dock open. But that doesn't happen all the time, and you can't count on it. So we've got a Facebook page, and I posted on there to ask some of the drivers if they knew if this company would let you in early, and one of the guys suggested that I make a phone call and call them, you know, which I'm surprised I didn't think of myself, since I'm constantly calling shippers and receivers. I mean, it's one of the things that I do as part of my trip planning. I don't know. I just didn't think about it, you know. I didn't think, you know, call and ask if they let me in early. I never call and ask if they'll let me in early. I just, you know, show up. Usually I show up early, or, you know, whatever. But anyway, so I called and I got a voicemail, and I left a message, asked them to call me back. I doubt they're going to. You know, it's just one of those things, so I doubt they're going to call me back. But if they do call me back, then, you know, then I'll know one way or another. As it is, it's 9:52, almost 10 o'clock, about an hour and 15 minutes away from the destination. We'll give it an hour and a half just in case something happens that, you know, I don't expect. So, you know, if I were to leave right now, I'd get there probably around 10:30 or so, 10:20, 10:30. And that's too early. I'd be sitting there for 3 hours, you know, waiting on 1:30 to get here, and I'm not going to do that. So I'm sitting here at Weedsport. I haven't gone on duty yet. I'm just sitting here. I feel like I'm wasting time. The one thing I really hate to do when I'm out here on the road is just sit, especially if I'm under a load. If I have a load that I need to go pick up, if I have a load that I need to go pick up, then I really honestly feel like that I should be on the road driving and not sitting around doing nothing. And that's what I feel like I'm doing right now, sitting around doing nothing. I've already done my pre-trip, checked all my fluids, I've checked all my tires, checked all my lights, I've checked my brakes, my air, you know. Even though I knew everything on this truck was working because I've been driving it non-stop, but I checked it anyway. And we've been talking about, off and on, about trip planning. And yesterday I had a few issues, but it all worked out. There was no place around to stop and stay for the night, and they weren't letting people stay there. So I was only about 20 miles away from Weedsport, and but my 14-hour clock had ate up all my time, so I used my off-duty drive time and drove here to Weedsport. My off-duty drive time went out a half a mile from the terminal, and so my Qualcomm started talking pretty bad to me. I'm waiting to get a message from somebody asking me why, you know, why that happened. But, you know, there was nothing I could do about it. I mean, there was a service plaza about a quarter of the way here, and I stopped and rolled through that, and it was packed. I mean, packed. There was no way I could find any place to stick this thing, so I just kept on coming, you know. And if I hadn't have stopped at the service plaza, I'd have probably made it without setting off my deal. But, you know, it is what it is. So I'm here now, and I've got a situation on my hours. All right, I've got it calculated out. Let's see. I've got it calculated out that it's going to take me roughly 17 and a half hours of drive time to deliver this load. That's to go from where I'm at now to where I'm picking up, and then from where I'm picking up to where I'm delivering. It's about 17 and a half hours of driving. I can do that in 2 days. You know, you have 11 hours to drive in a day, as long as docks don't eat up your time. That's 22 hours of drive time. I can do it in 2 days, but I don't have 22 hours. Let's look at what I do have.
Home. Messaging. You have 8 hours and 0 minutes of remaining drive time.
Alright, let's look at the Qualcomm again. Alright, so right here, let's let this focus. Right here you can see the bottom line, my 70-hour on-duty status has 9 hours and 29 minutes. Okay, that's what I have to drive, 9 hours and 29 minutes. Alright, now that leaves me just a little bit short by about 8 hours. Now let's go back to my status. Alright, and you will see tomorrow, hours to be gained. Tomorrow I'm only gaining back 6 hours and 36 minutes. Alright, and that's the problem. I don't have enough time on my 70-hour clock to do it in 2 days. It's going to leave me, roughly 2 hours short of the time that I need to make this delivery. And there's nothing that I can do to fix it. There's nothing I can do. I mean, there's no trip planning available that can make up that 2 hours. You know, it's not about planning when to leave, or planning when to get up, or planning when to go to bed, or, you know, or planning where to stop. It's that the amount of time it's going to take to get from here to the shipper to the final doesn't allow enough time to get there. Now, I can do it in 2 days if I had the time, and I just showed you that I don't have the time to do that. However, that's not going to make me late for the delivery, because the delivery doesn't deliver until Thursday. What it does do is it cuts down on my ability to make miles. It cuts down on my bottom line. See, if I could deliver it tomorrow, if I could pick up today and deliver tomorrow, then I could get another load and I could be rolling again the next morning. But now, as it is, I'm going to lose half a day of drive time. You know, it's just the way it is out here. You know, you got to work your clock. You've got to plan your clock, and you've got to work it. But you know, when you hit that 70-hour mark, you hit that 8 days. You know, you start working on whatever time you're picking up. Okay, and that's where I'm at right now. I'm at the last of my 70-hour clock right now, and I'm gonna run it out tonight. And then from here on out, I'm rolling on whatever I'm picking up the next day. Okay, when I hit one of those days, you know, let's look at the deal again. I'll show you what I'm saying. When we hit one of these days here, you see the hours that I gain in 2 days, which is 10 hours and 14 minutes. All right. Then what I can do on this day is I can only roll for about 8 hours, and I can carry those 2 hours over. So let's go to our 8-day here. All right. Excuse me. I'm picking up 6:36 tomorrow, and I'm picking up 10:14 the next day. All right, and then I'm picking up 6:26 again. Okay. This 6:26 is going to hurt me. So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to roll all this out unless I have to get the load there. If I can carry this over, so if I can roll, say, 8 hours on this day, all right, then I can carry over those 2 hours. I can roll 8 hours on this day. All right, then I can roll 9 hours on this day, and then I can roll 10 hours on this day. You see what I'm saying? And then from there, I've got another 10 that I pick up, where I can roll 8 hours on this day, so that I can roll 8 hours on this day. All right, now if I do that, then the next time I have to roll those over, then those are the hours that I'll be picking up. So I won't be picking up any more 6-hour days. I'll be picking up 8-hour days. It may not seem like it, you know, it's a huge difference, but when you're planning your day-to-day runs, 6 hours is definitely not as good as 8. So That's where I'd rather pick up 8 and 9 hour days than pick up 6 and 5 hour days. And I'll be at home by then anyway, so or at least most of that I'll be home, and I'll get a 34-hour reset. So I try to do my resets at home. I don't do them while I'm out on the road. All right. I guess that's about it for here. You know, there's not much to see about Weedsport, honestly. I mean, you saw the building over there, that big white tank. Let's turn around and look at it one more time. Right here where this line of cars are, there's a front door right there, right where that cigarette thing is. That goes into a couple offices, the mechanic's break room. There's a driver's break room, a shower, men and women's bathrooms, couple vending machines. This big tank right here, I'm not really sure what's in it. I guess it's gas or fuel, diesel, something. I don't really know. I don't really have a clue what's in that thing. But on the other side of that is our fuel island. That's where we get our diesel here at Weedsport. And they prefer that we fill up, or at least put enough fuel to get us out of New York in while we're here. They don't like us to fuel up in New York because the cost of fuel is so high here compared to everywhere else. Everything, the cost is high here. So they've already moved one of those trailers that was over there into that center bay. And they're working on one of them. But this is it, you know. This is Weedsport. Not a whole lot to see. It's a good thing I didn't drop that trailer last night and come here expecting to pick up another one, because I would have been in bad shape. So anyway, that's it. You know, I guess I don't have much else to say for this morning. Again, this is just my life out here on the road, you know. I mean, it's nothing special. Some of y'all might be bored to death with this stuff, you know. You might not care. Others of you might actually like watching it, you know. I don't know. I've got about 15 videos to post, and I don't have a Wi-Fi connection. I mean, I've got my mobile Wi-Fi, but the videos eat up that Wi-Fi almost instantly, so I'm not going to use it to load up videos. Still waiting to stop at a truck stop that has internet connection so I can use it to load them up. But you know, until then, you know, I may end up having to just load them all up when I get home. I've made a lot of videos since I've been out here on the road, and I've got to piece a lot of that together, and you know, and all that. And a lot of my videos are long, and I know that. And again, like I said, you know, a lot of y'all might be bored with this, you know, and you might not find it interesting at all. But if you do find it interesting, and this is something that you enjoy watching, and you do like it, please let me know. Honestly, I do this for my family. And I'm going to probably keep doing it even if nobody really cares, you know, just because it's a way for me to keep my mind occupied while I'm out here. It's a way for me to connect with my family, and my family can see what I do and what I'm doing. When I tell my family, you know, that I'm at Weedsport, you know, then they'll have seen the video and they know what Weedsport is. They know what it looks like. They know, you know, where I'm at. Later I may do videos of the inside of the break rooms and all that stuff, but you know, so this is just kind of a personal thing for me, you know, and I'll keep doing them just for my family, you know. But if you like it and this is something that, you know, you're enjoying, then let me know, you know. Tell me about it. Tell me that you like it, you know. Give me, I mean, that would encourage the heck out of me, you know, to know that somebody actually is getting something out of this, you know. Like I said, this is just about my life, you know. It's not about, you know, a lot of the things that the other truckers do videos on. I'm not doing cooking videos. My friends over at Piffle Vlogs, Piffle VLOGS, Nick and Cheeto, they do cooking videos. That's their thing. They're good at it, you know, and they do quite a few other videos also, so check them out. I'm not really doing training videos, you know. Trainer James, look him up, you know, on YouTube. He does a lot of training videos, you know, and you know, feel free to check him out. I'm not bashing the company, you know. I don't have anything bad to say about Mellis, you know, and I'm not going to bash any other company. I don't have anything bad to say about Swift, and I don't have anything bad to say about Schneider, and I don't have anything bad to say about Prime. You know, I don't have anything bad to say about anybody. You know, so I'm not. If you want to hear the nasty on Mellis or the other companies, then I'm not the one to talk to. You know, this is all just about my life. You know, my boring life out here on the road. You know, at least boring to y'all. I like it. I love it. You know. So if you like it, you know, if you get something out of it, if this is something that you enjoy watching, man, let me know. I could use the encouragement, you know, and they give me a reason to know that, you know, I'm really connecting with some of y'all out there. Other than that, man, y'all take care, and we'll catch you on the flip side. All right, peace out.